Well, first of all, top-notch, amazing performance in
Thank
this,
you.
Leonardo. And I think I need to congratulate you on actually getting through the script. I'm just dying to know what your initial reaction to it was.
I think there was an initial state of confusion, certainly, with everyone that read the screenplay. Chris Nolan is a visionary filmmaker. He's somebody that's, that comes up with very complex narratives and is able to pull them off in a grand fashion. And he's got a great track record of doing that. But a lot of understanding what he wanted to accomplish cinematically meant sitting down with him in person. And I spent 2.5 months with the guy, every other day trying to understand the rules of the dream world that he was creating, what the possibilities of what was in that world, and trying to really create, a character with a real emotional, backbone and a sort of this therapeutic journey that he needs to go through within these stages of the subconscious. So I needed that one-on-one time with him to have more clarity.
Was there anything he did in particular to really help you get you into the mindset of Dom? I understand, didn't he play Pink Floyd's The Wall for you guys or something? Or
no,
that's kind
I don't
of
think. I think that's something that he did on his own time. Chris is very expressive in what he's trying to accomplish, but it is insulated in his own mind. So we knew that we had to take a leap of faith. We knew that this man was going to achieve something cinematically that was very special. We actually depended on it. This whole film, its success depends on him accomplishing those visuals. And so it made it easy for us to just then concentrate on our character because we had such a trust that he would accomplish that goal.
Yeah.
We needed to just, show up and bring truth to the roles we were playing.
And is it hard for you too? As an actor, you've made so many amazing films, and I'm sure you want to just, I got to talk about this. I love this. This is great. But with this one, it's like we can't talk about it because we don't really understand what's going on anyway. But is that difficult not to talk about what you're working on at a certain time?
I love it. I'd love to not even talk about any of my movies. If I had the choice, I would do that because I think so much of the experience of being in the theater and watching it for the first time and not necessarily knowing everything there is to know about the movie. So many trailers you see nowadays, they give so much explanation as to the plot points that you feel like you've already seen the movie. But even this trailer, I must say, is confusing to an audience in the sense that, it represents infinite possibility and the surreal world. So it's hard to sort of distinguish what the film is about, but I think that's a positive thing, and I think audiences are going to flock to that experience. They want to be surprised, they want to be riveted, they want to have something unique.
Yeah, I totally agree with you 100%. Now, was there any, not only are you dealing with this emotional baggage that you have as this character, but there's so much action, there's so much going on. Was there a particular scene that you just so loved doing or just freaked you out that you were about to shoot?
Without giving away the ending of the movie, there is an interaction with Marion Cotillard's character, who plays Maul, and she's a manifestation of my sort of nightmares. And it became this really sort of existential scene, and we had a really bizarre talks with one another because, she was a reflection of myself in a way, and she was a manifestation of my own thoughts, yet she was her own unique character that did live in the real world. So she carried those attributes with her. So it became very surreal as to how to play some of these sequences. And I've never quite had that feeling on a set before in my life, or had those conversations with another actor.
Very cool. Like a huge challenge, I would think, this movie for you.
It was for everyone. I can't say it wasn't challenging, that's for sure. It was very, very challenging.
Yeah, and then of course you get to work with our wonderful Ellen Page. Wow, I've never seen her do something like this. And the one-on-one between the two of you was spectacular. How did you enjoy working with her?
Ellen is a phenomenally talented young actress. She has a way of saying lines, and everything that comes out of her mouth you wholeheartedly believe, and that's a real talent, because what we do is the make-believe, but she makes everything extremely conversational, and she has real heart behind what she does. Her character and my character had an interesting relationship because she was almost like my therapist, constantly probing and pushing me to get a deeper understanding of what's going on. And my job was to try to ignore those requests as much as possible. But her character ended up succeeding.
Yeah, it was great. I love seeing you two together. Are you a dreamer? Do you, wake up and think back, oh God, that could make a good movie?
I'm not really a big dreamer. I rarely remember my dreams, only portions of them, just segments or a feeling that I had. But I am somebody that realizes that, you know, when you wake up in the morning, sometimes you get some pretty profound thoughts or ideas that you don't think about when you're you know, busy doing your day-to-day life, that you sometimes suppress. So I think that obviously it's something to be aware of and something to pay close attention to, because we do suppress things in our minds, and they do come into fruition in the dream world.
Yeah, for sure. You know, you were such a busy guy. You're always making films, such great stuff, and then, of course, your environment work. It's so important. When do you have time to relax and just chill?
I have a lot of time, surprisingly. You know, doing these movies, you go off in these different locations for 5 or 6 months, and you work as hard as you possibly can, and then you get a long time off. And you usually promote a movie. But I've gotten to travel to a lot of places in the past 6 months that I've never been to and I've wanted to experience, and done some more work with the environment and my foundation, and been a part of a few more ecological projects. So I get a lot more than people might think.
Well, you're terrific. You're doing such a great job with everything,
Thank
especially
you.
with your charity work. You're just superb.
Thank
Lovely.
you.
You did a great job in this movie.
Thank you very much.
Great to talk to you. Thank
Nice
you.
to talk to